Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another unboxing video. The series where I unbox my various streetwear, sneaker, and sometimes even jewelry purchases on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing actually neither of those three things, but it's still fashion related. So it counts. What I'm going to be unboxing is my size US 16 Dan Post Milwaukee boots that I picked up from Western Boot Barn, Australia. Yeah, Jesus, this box is like the size of my whole chest. But yeah, well guys, back at it again with another unboxing video. If you were to look at my channel's content recently, it's just me covering releases that happened forever ago and me buying things. Which, well, it's just the nature of the environment at the moment, with me taking, I guess, almost a month to get a new hard drive for my channel. I've been behind on everything, and in that time I've been saving, $20 there, $30 here, everything like that into my various savings accounts. And eventually I got enough money where I was like, you know what? This is a healthy amount of money. I'm gonna spend it on something that I've been saving up for. And initially I was going to go with an undercover purchase. I was going to buy some pieces to add to my collection, show them on the channel to you guys, but then I held off and I thought, recently I was talking about the Capital jeans that now go up to a 46 in the waist sizing. Maybe I should support those, buy a pair of those and unbox those on the channel. But then I thought, I just got the Wrangler 13 MWZs, and that's a pair of denim that I'm loving at the moment, and I don't feel I need the Capital jeans at the moment. So if I'm not buying the undercover, if I'm not buying the denim, what am I going to be buying? I'm going to be buying something that I've said I was going to buy ages ago and never got around to doing it, mainly because of posting issues, if I'm actually going to be completely honest. What I'm going to buy is a pair of Dan Post Milwaukee boots. And yeah, like I said, the main reason I actually didn't buy cowboy boots for the longest time was not because of the sizing, but a lot of these awesome American brands that make my size only ship within the US. They don't do international shipping, or at least to Australia. And it was so disappointing because I found so many great deals on all these lovely boots and none of them shipped to Australia. So I had to find Australian boutiques that import them and just hope they weren't going to cost so much more than just buying them straight from the US. And luckily, on that Sunday where I was just scrolling through, I was like, I've got this much money, let's see what I can find. I landed on Western Boot Barn, and they had 2 sizes left of the Dan Post Milwaukee boots in the, I guess the brown color is probably the best way to put it. And guess what sizes they were? Size 14 and size 16. So I bought them. I bought the size 16. The box is massive and they're here today. So I thought, you know what? Let's get into it today. Let's unbox these boots and I can show them on the channel. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to unbox my first ever pair of cowboy boots, and I'll style them, try them on, show them to you. So I guess let's get into it. Let's unbox these big Dan Post boots and see how they look. All right. I mean, if anything, it actually works out very well with what I've recently bought for the channel, because I bought the Wrangler 13 MWZs from another cowboy boutique in Australia, because Wrangler Australia does not sell their iconic models. They sell these, form-fitting, super tight ones, which probably is perfect for the Australian market, because if you look at Australia, we're very behind on fashion, and a lot of people that consume denim in Australia definitely aren't buying iconic models or, loose-fitting styles and stuff like that, unless you're from like Melbourne or Sydney or something like that. Most of them are buying the styles that were popular like 10 years ago, which is like jeggings and really form-fitting pairs. So yeah, we're definitely behind. So I can understand why heaps of brands wouldn't even want to offer their iconic models down here, because what's the point of importing them all the way down to Australia if nobody but Danyal wants to buy them? Makes a lot of sense. So had to buy the Wrangler denim from a boutique, had to buy these boots from a boutique because Dan Post doesn't ship internationally, at least when I checked. But here we are. Handcrafted cushion comfort Dan Post. We have, there they are, in the tan color 16 EW, which is the wide variant of the shoe. So I don't know how wide that's actually going to be. Hopefully it's not too wide, but I suppose I'd rather a shoe be too big than too small, because at least I can fill the shoe then. If it's too small, you're kind of screwed in that regard. Ooh, okay, let's get this taken off. Take off the lid. We have a little bit of paper that's come with it to say, return slip in case the sizing's wrong. Yep, cool. No, I mean, that's all good as long as it fits. But here we are. Surprisingly, quite light. They're actually not that heavy. I thought for such a large boot, it would be really, really heavy. But no, here they are. I'll get them out. I mean, they're huge, but they were going to be huge. So, you know, we saw that coming. Here they are. The Milwaukee Dan Post boots. I mean, it's a lovely model. Features, from my understanding, I would love to hear boot specialists in the comments. Would you regard this as a Cuban heel because it slightly comes in, or because of its shape, more of just a traditional classic heel? Because I know that there's different terminology for the different heel shapes, depending on how curved it is. This looks pretty stock standard, to be honest. I feel like they're a lot more exaggerated when they're Cuban heels, but I'd love to hear your takes. We've got some very nice, lovely stitching on the boot. Pointed toe, which will be fantastic. On the bottom, Dan Post in the bottom here. I feel like I'm going to wear through this very, very quickly. So I'll probably go to my cobbler and get a extra sole added to it. Something a little bit more weather resistant, you know, I guess city resistant to concrete and stuff like that, because it was probably meant to be worn more traditionally, not on concrete. But I'm going to be one of the finance bros with my cowboy boots. I'm definitely not wearing these to the office, but I'd be going to the same environment for them. We'll get this out here. See how it looks on the inside. Lots of paper all the way down the bottom. Cool. So we can see made in Mexico, leather upper, leather sole, a bunch of sizing and a bunch of text in the inside there. Made in Mexico, so on and so on. The color is lovely. I love this brown. I would say more like a mahogany color than a tan. It's not really light, but I hope it kind of wears that way. I hope after you wear it for ages, it kind of looks that way. But I actually don't think, just based on the size of it here, that I'm gonna have any jeans that can fit over the top of that. Because look at the opening. It's massive. It's like wider than my head. This is huge. I mean, again, duh, I assumed it was gonna be. But wow, what a size. Well, I mean, that's number one. Obviously, here's the other one. Get that out of here as well. Same situation. Dan Post boots on the little tag there. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. Okay. I'm gonna need some wide-fitting denim. But it looks like, looks like we've got a leather inner sole, which then goes down to a different fabric towards the end of the feet here. It feels very cushioned, so I feel like under this leather sole, we've probably got some padding and stuff, which would be fantastic. The padding around the sides feels like some kind of crinkled leather. It doesn't really feel like it's gonna be super cushioning, so you'll probably start sweating if you wear these in the summer, which I probably will. Yeah, overall, here we are. An awesome shoe. I paid around like $260 for these. They were down from like $430 Australian. You know, in the US, they probably cost around $200 US. So yeah, it was basically 50% off. Or less than that, probably about 40% off. But a great deal for my size, and probably the cheapest cowboy boots I've come across. But yeah, I guess now that they're unboxed, let's get these huge, very huge boots on and see how they look. Well, you know what? They actually fit very well. I mean, look at this. Bam. Okay, so I'm wearing the Uniqlo wide single pleat suit pants. This is I'm just wearing these because, you know, I've clocked off of work and this is all I've got. These actually fit very well over the top of the boots. I was quite surprised by this. That's crazy. And they're actually really comfortable. I thought for myself, cowboy boots, surely these are going to be really uncomfortable. Surely these aren't going to fit well. No. And like the wide fit, like I wouldn't want to go any bigger. No bigger than this. Size 16 is definitely the size that I need. If anything, I could probably go down a size and still be pretty comfortable, but we might be pushing it there. That's probably as low as I could go, maybe a 15. But at the moment, I mean, so nice. Look at that. I should probably like go put on my Wrangler, you know, Wrangler 13 MWZs, get the full outfit. Probably wear a way more fitted t-shirt than this, you know, Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia shirt. Ignore the rest of the outfit, but the boots? I like it. This is nice. Nice. Bam. Bam. See, I had these worries that it was going to be like way too big, they were going to look really goofy, but geez, I mean, okay, cool. I thought I was going to hit my head on the doorway there now with like an extra inch or two on the heels. I think the heel is like 1.25 inches tall. But yeah, these are lovely. Again, not the outfit that I would wear them with. I'll go get what I would actually wear them with and I'll show you that. This is something that I definitely actually wear with the boots. Very hard visually to kind of show you how the boots are, but this is what the whole outfit would be. Wrangler 13 MWZs, lovely belt from South America that my family got when they were down there. The boots themselves, white shirt. Probably could get a more form-fitting one because this one's quite oversized. It's the typical Uniqlo oversized t-shirt, the classic. But I just wanted to throw something together that is more of an outfit that I would wear day to day for these boots. But they are very versatile. They worked quite well with my suit pants. They're incredibly comfortable. I was very worried that, you know, with no, I guess, size adjustments or anything like that, that they were going to be quite tight. But perfect width, length is fantastic. I have absolutely no complaints with these. I think these are great. I mean, that's it. But we'll have to look out for the sole because literally over this past week and a half, it's been bucketing down. It has been raining like crazy. And if I just, you know, walk out onto the street, this right here, I'm gonna make a huge fool of myself and slip over because this is the only textured part of the heel that will stop me from falling over. This, that's smooth. That's gonna wear away very quickly. So I will probably wear it a bit, wear it out, and then go to my cobbler and get him to put an extra sole on the bottom just to make them better. But yeah, overall, I actually do really love the fact that there's no tightening mechanism because you just slide them on and off. Like it's the easiest shoes ever to take off. And I legitimately feel like I could walk through water on these and not be worried about them. I actually don't know if they're water resistant or anything like that. But I don't know if it has any details here. Leather lining, leather outsole, cushioning, it is very comfortable. They actually are very comfortable. Made with premium leathers. Yeah, I mean, you might cop a little bit of rubbing with the leather on the inside, but overall, This was very comfortable to wear. I'm saying all this as I walked up and down my hallway on my second floor here, which is like a couple meters. I'm not walking long distances in them, but they're comfy enough that I feel like I could. But I wanted you to get your thoughts on them with the proper outfit on with them and not. What are your thoughts on these? I actually really love boots. I love boots with a heel on them. I think men look absolutely sick with boots with a heel on them. Men need to wear more cowboy boots, more leather boots. We just look fantastic in them. We look awesome in them, guys. We need to wear more of them. I'm gonna be pioneering that or championing it, I guess, to say we need to wear more boots. Boots fantastic. And as you can see, even if you're a size US 16, you can still wear them. They're out there. You just have to find them 40% off and the last size available in a boutique in Australia that you definitely wouldn't look for. And then you can get them. But yeah, nah, fantastic. Fantastic. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Are they awesome? Yes or no? Do you like Dan Post? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on their Milwaukee boot down in that comment section below. But that is them completely unboxed. I gotta say, I'm actually very happy with the Dan Post Milwaukees because, yeah, comfy, good sizing, nice color. I mean, the only thing that I'm actually concerned about is that outer sole. I can just see myself falling on my ass as soon as I step on like a grate or like something slippery in town and I just absolutely stack it. I could see it happening. That's my only concern. But apart from that, a wonderful boot as an entry-level boot for myself because I don't have any cowboy boots. This is my first time I've ever gotten a pair. And they are lovely. Lovely, lovely shoes. I can't wait to wear them in and eventually it just molds to my, my leg and stuff like that. It's gonna be great. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you like Dan Post? Do you prefer other brands? What model by Dan Post do you like? I'd also love to have the conversation with you in the comment section below. Bigger fellas, size 15, 16, 17, the really, really big fellas. Where do you go to get your cowboy boots? Because this is where I've gone. I'd love to have your recommendations in the comment section below because I too would like to try some other brands out and see which ones would work the best or, what's the nicest. Because at the moment, this is a great starting point, but I'd love to explore that. So please, I want your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Let's have a chat about this because I want to see what recommendations you've got. And of course, if you guys want me to keep unboxing the various things that I pick up on the channel, more than happy to do it. Just give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator you can give me is a subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,960 subscribers before the end of the month. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we'll be able to reach that milestone before the end of June. But that is everything I have to say about these boots, guys. I really love them. I can think of so many outfits to wear them with. It's going to be a lot of fun to wear them. And I think that's what I'm really keen for because I do want more leather boots in my wardrobe. And I think silhouettes like this just allow me to have a little fun with it. So yeah, I'm really keen. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And until the next unboxing video, until the next streetwear talk video, until the next video that revolves around cowboy boots, I'll catch you later.